without further ado, let's get the finals for Hopeful's February 2024 underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well, what time zone is that, Vandy? When is toast time? 3, 2, 1, Toasters. Real? I mean, I suppose you could make toast at 4 AM. There's no reason why you can't. Right, both plays underway. Poopy with 2 Tetrises on the board, Nexi with 1. Nexi had to take a couple of burns. Nexi up high, waiting on the bar, gets it eventually. 51,000. Nexi's a tapper, Gravity Child. So we've got Tap versus Das. Classic Tap versus Das matchup. Feels like we don't get as many of these now. All the rollers are taking over. But I feel like there's no better feeling as a Das player than winning one of these. Or at least I always found playing against tappers quite fun. The challenge of playing against tappers, I think, is quite cool as a Das player. Poopy trying to reopen the swell, trying to avoid setting up any dependencies in the process, but game's not really helping out with that. Gets it back open eventually. Simul Tetris, 169 for Nexi, 147 for Poopy. Well, Poopy misses the T-spin, but that's a 1-burn solve, that's no trouble. Oh yeah, let's do scheduling for Community Tier 3 in this chat right now. When is Vandy available to play Teresa for round 1 of Community Tier 3? No, you must agree to a time right now, or I am banning you from your own Twitch channel. Tetris for Poopy, 244. 2 Tetrises behind Nexi at the moment. Nexi's at 284. Nexi does have to take the triple there. That takes him out of Tetris readiness, so not able to use that long bar. Ooh, Nexi going with the J-tuck there. It's an uncommon solve for that overhang. The hole at least wasn't too bad, but it did cost Nexi a Tetris. Alright, Poopy also waiting for a square to tuck, gets a square for that. Poopy's board looking a bit jagged, those T-pieces will help. Tetris for Poopy, 316. Nexi still about 2 Tetrises ahead at 369, but there is also a bit of a line difference. Nexi 5 lines ahead at the moment. I don't think the Mega Masters bracket is set yet. So yeah, it's not available anywhere just yet. It should be pretty soon, but yeah, I assume it'll just be in the normal spot on the website when it's finished. Tetris for Nexi, 407. Poopy getting up a little bit high. This is quite dangerous for a Das player. Couple of nice burns, gets the well back open, 434 for Poopy. Followed up with another Tetris, 457. Oh, Nexi with a nasty misdrop on that S. It's a very deep hole. Is able to get rid of that and only a few burns. Quite a fortunate sequence of pieces for Nexi. Got pretty much what he needed for that. Opens the well back up. Oh, Nexi missing the Z to the left. See how much cleanup this takes. Depending on the piece sequence, it could be fairly easy or extremely difficult. Oh, Nexi going aggro. Lays that long bar flat. Wants the left wall Tetris. Only 5 lines to transition. Nexi will burn into transition. Get the right side back open at 528. Poopy at 533 has one more Tetris available before transition. Does need to get the well back open. Not really getting a nice piece to do it with. So Poopy has to burn into transition at 535. Still beats Nexi's transition by about half a Tetris. And another Tetris for Poopy into 20 at 588. 607 for Nexi. In pace, they're pretty even. Nexi's about 6 lines ahead. Gets a Tetris there into 21. 633. Follows with another 660. Poopy with some work to do. Has a column 2 setup forming, but it's blocked off and is not getting the right pieces to reopen it. Lovely flat burn with the L. Poopy set up on column 2, but misses the bar. Stops short in column 3, gets another one in time though. That could have been game ending for Poopy without another bar. But Poopy is going to be okay. Losing plenty of pace to Nexi, who's played a very efficient early post. Another Tetris for Nexi, 776 right now. Poopy a level behind, but at 642, nice adjustment with the bar. Saw the L, made the dependency. Nice flat burn with the bar as well. Reopens the well, but immediately has to block it. No time to wait. Tetris for Poopy, 677, but Nexi into 25 at 843. It's really crushing it on 19. Tetris again, 875 for Nexi. Has some garbage to deal with now. Some more holes forming. Poopy's board getting way out of control. Gets the bar just in time. And Poopy might still be able to dig this down. The left side is still a problem. Not confident to get that L all the way over, but does get the bar. Now just waiting on a J. Bar dependent, gets the bar and the J. Nice sequence for Poopy, but into 26 at 732. Nexi already at 922. Almost an insurmountable lead, and Nexi has a level and a half to go. Oh, Nexi going so aggressive with that J placement. It looks like it's going to pay off. We'll have to block the well with that square. Oh, I love that J on the right side from Nexi. I love that placement so much. Alright, Nexi with one more Tetris available before 29 is at A31. Poopy with a Tetris column 7 into 28 at 813, but Nexi A69, hey now. Poopy is gonna need over 200k on kill screen with DAS. It may not even reach kill screen. Be quite an achievement too with this board, and it's not gonna happen. Poopy done at 848. Nexi starting off the finals with a statement, takes game 1. Alright, both players are ready. Let's count down game 2 of the finals in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, Poopy going with the 5 and below opener. Very nice. Not strictly an optimal opener, but always fun to see. Nexi's setting up a dangerous overhang on the left side of the board. We'll take the Tetris. Now is this longbar dependency to fill. Went for the Tetris first. I think was worried about the height of the board. Wanted to bring it down. Poopy with quite a tall overhang on the left side. The right side, rather. Is able to fill that in. A tuck and a spin. Looks like we just got another new... Is that a new emote? I haven't seen that before. Is that another new emote you just added, Vandy? I thought so, yeah. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, you should come over to Twitch and witness all of the wonderful new emotes that Vandy's just made. I promise it's worth it. Nexi with quite a clean board, Tetris 104. Poopy with a less clean board. Lovely double there. Very nicely executed from Poopy. 83,000 for Poopy. She's Tetris ready now. Nexi at 129 has taken a small early lead. Oh, is the Drought Trout an emote now? That's amazing, I love that. Tetris is for both players, 176 for Nexi, 152 for Poopy. Yes, that is the way we do things at CEM. We don't like letting our memes be dreams. We prefer doing things our own way. Oh, wonderful adjustment for Poopy. That's followed by the 5 and below. Clip that sequence from Poopy. Beautiful adjustment on the right side for the T-tuck, followed right up with the 5 and below. Poopy flexing some game knowledge there. 245 for Poopy. 294 for Nexi. Nexi needs to hit this T-spin and does hit it. That's the sort of T-spin that you really, really hate missing. Sometimes it's just like a one-burn solve, but in that case there were like 8 rows of garbage on top of it. You don't like missing that kind of T-spin. Eliwa, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Nexi getting up very high. Sets up for the Tetris on column 4, but knows better than to try and maintain that. 2 S pieces in a row are exactly what Nexi doesn't want. That's gonna do him in at 326. So Poopy already past that, is good, takes game 2, and ties it up. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3, and both players are ready to get that best of 3 underway, so let's kick it off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, I said the thing. I don't think I've ever said the thing before, but now I've said the thing once. Does that mean I'm a real Tetris commentator now? I don't even know. What is a real Tetris commentator? Oh, is that what I needed to get paid for January? Oh, you should have told me it was that simple. I had like 4 super streams worth of pay hiding behind me saying what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Oh, well that's a pretty good deal. I'm glad it's been collecting interest. Both players are underway. 96,000 for Nexi, 72,000 for Poopy. I love that burn from Poopy on the right side. Sets up the L dependency with that T placement. L in the next box. Very nice adjustment. $123 for Nexi, 118 for Poopy. Nexi running into some complications now. Gets a Tetris, but has quite an awkward board at the moment. Sets up on column 4. That could have been a perfect transfer if the longbar had showed up earlier. I think that's what Nexi was going for, but unfortunately the game is rarely that nice. Nice enough to give Nexi that longbar though, and nasty enough to give Nexi those 2 S pieces which came along with it. 197 for Nexi, 165 for Poopy. Tetris for Poopy, 189. Poopy making that kind of height look quite comfortable for a DAS player. I can assure you it is not easy to play that kind of height in competition with DAS. The 5 and below again from Poopy. That's like the 3rd one we've seen in this set, and that one's actually practical. That's not like the meme 5 and below opener. That's a genuinely good move. Oh, amazing adjustment with that T as well from Poopy. Perfectly done for the longbar in the next box. If you want to learn a lot of, like, different weird stacking moves, then Poopy is a very good player to watch, because Poopy knows all of them. Like, basically any adjustment in this game, if you watch Poopy for long enough, you'll probably see it. And there are probably a few which don't even exist yet that Poopy's gonna come up with on the spot next time she has a dodgy board on level 18. Maybe even during this set, so keep an eye out if you want to see some adjustments. Don't take your eyes off Poopy's board. Nexi getting up a little bit high right now, not too dangerous just yet. If this drought keeps going, it could be. Not a nice S piece for Nexi. Tetris for Nexi, that'll help him out a lot. Gets another one, 374. Poopy's suffering from the same drought, doesn't get that square over to the left, didn't have any burn options after that, and he's done at 340. So Nexi, well past that already, is good. We'll take game 3 and move on to match point. 1 game away from the biggest win of his career. Nexi could put it away right here. Poopy looking to fight back and take this to a decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, I'm gonna let all the anime knowers show off their anime knowledge in chat and ignore them. Stop knowing things about anime, it's not good for you. Three Tetrises on the board for Nexi. 2 for Poopy. Nexi's perfect so far. We'll immediately take a burn with that T as I said that. Right, Poopy with quite a complicated board at the moment. That middle not looking like it should. Nice square for the right, would love one for the left as well. This is getting a bit sketchy for Poopy, just about gets that L over left. Good double with the J. Nexi, waiting and waiting for something for that overhang, eventually gets square. 141 for Nexi, 82,000 for Poopy. I think that kind of makes sense. Like, there's a lot of common aspects where it's like a sort of... It's an old game that the masses have kind of moved on from, that has a very committed, competitive community that think that it's the greatest. So the crossover's not a huge surprise to me. I think there's a lot in common between the way people see Tetris and Melee. Yeah, it's probably not one of, like, the top things that's a crossover with Tetris. Like, there are things I can think of which cross over a bit more with Tetris, but I think in a lot of ways the communities are quite similar. Melee's a lot bigger, obviously, but I think the spirit is sort of similar. Tetris for Nexi, 308 at 65 lines, doing very well for himself so far. Has about a 3 Tetris lead over Poopy. Poopy, nice burn with that L. Very good at that sort of bridge burn is Poopy. You'll see that a lot from her. Tetris for Poopy, 292. Follows up with another 315. Nexi has gone to 376. Has no intention of giving up the 3 Tetris lead. Gets another there, 399 at 81 lines, just short of the Academus approved tolerable pace. Which, for those who don't know, is 400k at 80 lines. Academus will not let anything less be referred to as a tolerable pace. But I think that if you are at 400k at 80 lines, you can definitely say that you're pacing. In competition, at least. I don't know, if you're going for like 1.4 into kill screen, maybe it's not as exciting. But I think even Academus isn't going for 1.4 into kill screen. I don't know, maybe he is, honestly. Sometimes watching his stacking, you kind of wonder. Tetris for Nexi, 473. 432 for Poopy. Poopy's pace is just fine as well. Like, that's very solid for comp. But she finds herself 2 Tetrises behind still. Like, Poopy could still get a 600k transition off this, just Nexi's at 520 with 20 lines to go until transition. Tetris for Nexi, 544. Another Tetris right away, 567. Has 3 more Tetrises available before transition. And can afford 2 burns. Nice T, really needed the T piece for that formation that was forming in columns 2 and 3. 590 for Nexi, 2 Tetrises available, should have the 600 transition in the bag, just needs 1 Tetris for that. Poopy meanwhile has 2 more available, 549, will be just short I think of a 600k transition with the 2 Tetrises. Nexi transition 638. Really solid competition pace. Oh, but needs to be careful, is able to get the well back open just in time. 666 for Nexi into level 20. Poopy has transitioned. Passes 600k. Is Tetris ready? She goes into level 20 at 627. The game is on. Be decided in between here and level 29. Oh, Nexi hanging a bar, but is able to get another one over it. Quick smart. 723 for Nexi. Nice L for the left. Tetris for Nexi, 750. Grabs another right away, 777. That board is not looking much fun for Nexi right now. Couple of holes on the right side. General jaggedness. See if Nexi tries to set up a Tetris here. Gets the Tetris on column 8, 811 for Nexi, 737 for Poopy. She is 8 lines behind, but she's still definitely behind in pace and has to take that triple, which you really won't like. 774 into level 23. I mean, this is like solid 1.1 pace for Poopy, but she's behind. Because Nexi is kind of gaming at the moment. Oh, Poopy's getting really aggressive, doesn't get the bar in time. Needed one quicker than that. She's done at 776. Nexi topping out on his side as well. I think a timely end to Poopy's game for him. And he's done it. Your hopeful circuit champion for February 2022 is Nexi.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.